In Python, arguments are passed to function using mechanisms like call by object reference, sometimes also called call by sharing. This means that when a function is called, Python passes a reference to the object, not the actual object, and not a simple copy of its value. What makes this concept interesting is that behavior changes depending on whether the object itself is mutable or immutable. If you pass an immutable object like integer, string, or a tuple, the function receives a reference to that object, but since immutable objects cannot be modified, so it is as if you passed a copy. Any changes inside a function create new object, leaving the original untouched. If you pass a mutable object like a dictionary or a list, the function still receives a reference, but because the object can be changed in place, the original data outside the function can be modified as a side effect. Here, a holds the integer 5. When passed to the function, the parameter x points to the same integer object. Both share the same ID initially. Inside the function, when we assign x is equals to 10, Python doesn't modify the existing integer. Instead, it creates a new integer object and makes x refer to that new object. The original a remains unchanged outside the function. This is why immutable arguments like integers behave as if they were passed by value. Now let's see what happens with a mutable object, that is a list. The variable nums and the function parameter L both point to the same list object in the memory. When we append a new element inside the function, the changes happens to the same object. So when we come back outside, nums has been modified too. Notice that the memory ID didn't change. Python didn't create a new list, it modified the existing one. That is why mutable arguments behave like call by reference.